What's up, boys and ghouls? We don't have much time here today. I gotta do this in one take. A little bit of pressure. I'm gonna show you a 2-exercise shoulder routine that I utilize in my own program currently on my upper body hypertrophy day. I have bad shoulders. So the common thing that people will tell you to do is heavier sets of probably 8 to 12 on the overhead press and same rep range for lateral raises, stuff like that. I can't really do that with my bum shoulders. So I'm going to show you what I do. It gives me a big time pump in my shoulders, and I feel that it's actually strengthened my shoulders to the point where I can start to do heavier raises and presses. I think it must have addressed some kind of weak link. So if you've got a lot of clicking and popping, pain that kind of radiates up your neck, under your shoulder blade, this can probably help address that. Movement number 1. This is done after a heavier set of chest work. It's done after a few sets of heavier rows and pull downs, so I'm a bit warmed up. I'll usually go straight into this. Pick either a machine shoulder press. You could probably do a Smith machine. You could do dumbbells as well. And what I've been doing is loading up a weight that is challenging for a set of 10. So you basically go to failure on the first set, okay? And then you're gonna keep the same weight, rest 60 to 120 seconds, depending on you personally. And you're just gonna hit 4 sets of 10 here. And what you're not gonna do is cheat the reps. You are going to keep them controlled. So you might get a few reps here, and you might start to get to the point where you can't lock out. And you're just gonna let yourself do partials. Even if it's only this much movement, you're gonna count to 10. Depending on how good your condition is, and maybe if you're a beginner or something, you might have to adjust the parameters here. You probably should be aiming on set number 4 to get 6 full reps and 4 partials, something like that. And I don't usually feel my shoulders at all when I'm doing overhead presses. These give me an extreme shoulder pump, not only in the front, but also in the side delt. So I think there's something to these things. So, and you can do anything, you could honestly do anything from, I'd probably do between 10 and 20 reps. 20 is gonna be a little bit something else. But I would definitely do that. I know we'll do that at some point. Okay, so you've hit your presses. You should be a bit lubricated. You got 4 sets there. We're gonna go hit 4 sets of raises. And the way that I like to do raises, because I tend to, like I said, get pain on the side raises, and I also feel that my upper back muscles are weak. And I also feel that having a large rear delt helps the size of the shoulder significantly. I tend to pick things that are rear delt dominant. So I generally pick 3 different types of raises. My favorite is Y raises. So I'll bend over. You can do these standing or whatever with dumbbells. I do these with dumbbells, by the way, because cables tend to aggravate my shoulders as well. Dumbbells have a better strength curve for whatever reason. I'm gonna pick a weight where I'm basically gonna go to failure on this first set within a set. I'm gonna do Y raises. So I'm gonna make a Y with my hands, and I can barely do that right now because I just got done working out. Again, on the second, third, and fourth set, you are not going to cheat. to get it up all the way to the top. I don't care if all you can do is get it to here, okay? As opposed to here. You're gonna do that movement right there, and you're not gonna be doing a lot of torso movement, okay? No cheating with your hips, no momentum. And you're gonna focus on controlled time under tension. And you're actually, I tend to progress these instead with weight. I progress them with time under tension and more reps. Same rule applies for the next movement in the series, which is a T raise. Just coming out to the side, also called a bent over lateral. So you're gonna bend over. So go straight from your Y into your T, okay? Again, you're gonna wanna try to go to failure on those. And again, you're not gonna be kicking it up with momentum. And then last exercise in the series that I've been doing is just a lateral raise. Or you can do, you probably won't be able to get as many reps, you can do Lou raises. These tend to get a bit sloppy. And I find that the lateral raises give me a bit of a better pump in the target muscles. The nature of these is such that you get not only a huge pump in your entire shoulder, my neck and traps also get a big pump. So would I say it's optimal? No, but is it one of the only things that consistently gives me a massive shoulder pump? Definitely. Not only that, it makes my shoulders feel healthier. And I feel like it's made me significantly stronger in the overhead position. It's done away with a lot of clicking and clacking and pain in my shoulders. So that's it. Give those 8 sets a try. It should honestly only take you, oh, I should mention the rest interval between the raises. I've been doing 30 seconds, so it gets quite difficult there. So 4 sets, 30 seconds, and you're doing 888, 888, 888. It gets pretty tough. You can take a couple of breaths in between because it is a kind of cardio near the end, but you will not be disappointed. It's not the most optimal. It's probably not hitting the shoulder in an optimal fashion, but my only alternative is to just not do any shoulder accessories because of my injurious predispositions. So thank you, everyone. I didn't film because I don't like to film in my apartment gym, but I got one scuffed ass set from like a bad angle of my shoulder press. I'll put that here. All right, peace out, bye.